Welcome to yet another edition of Art of Arlo Moon. Hey everybody, I'm back. I don't know if that's a good thing to say, but I haven't uploaded in a while. This is the portion of the video where I apologize for not uploading that much. Yeah, I decided, well, I was gonna see my parents, and basically I was like, you know what, I like doing these things where I do double trips. Do a trip and then throw another trip in there. So I decided on kind of a whim a few months ago that I would just go to the beach, Virginia. I haven't been to Virginia Beach in a really long time. I just recorded this like about a few hours ago. I tried to record before the sun had come up, but I still need a mic because it was really far away, and I didn't want to be really like whispering. I am kind of whispering a little bit because I'm in a hotel room or whatever. Anyway, I decided just to record it because why not? I haven't recorded that much. Recently, I haven't really recorded that much. I actually watched a couple of videos I made recently, which I hadn't uploaded. I hadn't even got around to editing it. It just got to where it was like too much for me to continuously do uploading. It seemed like a little bit with everything personally that was going on. I basically I moved out of Joss's apartment, or his rental house. It just got to be too much to live there, and it was just not enough room for me, really, number one. But the biggest one was I had disillusion of my marriage, so that's gone. I already set that in place to be done, but it was emotional to get through, and now it's actually really a lot better. So I did finally move, and I didn't record any of this stuff because it's like it's so hard for me to sit there and record and do live events and have recordings on it. So I don't really know. It's this format is at one level is kind of fun to do. I don't know if anybody cares, but it's kind of fun to do in a way because it's almost like therapeutic or something. But on the other hand, it's difficult for me to record any kind of life events that happen, unless it's like set up life events or what. Unless it's stuff I'm like I'm like scripting in a way, not really, because I just go do it. Obviously, look at this, and it's just on the whim and fly, and I don't really sit there and record 17 times. I have recorded this one again because I was whispering and on how loud this is, and there's a number of other reasons, and also I couldn't really even show you the sunrise. Let's see if this is reflective, because it was reflective a minute ago. So it was just sunny a second ago, not really sunny. Well, that's one problem also is yeah, so I'm like, hey, all right, I'm going to go to the beach. It's going to be awesome. It'll be sunny. You know, I'm thinking the summer or something. This is typically not thinking it through, maybe. But, well, again, it was a throw-in. Because I'm going to go to Portland, and we're going to have the Pancakes and Booze show again. I get to see my parents again. So that's awesome. I love Virginia Beach, especially in the summer, or maybe like the early summer, you know, because if you go to September or something, it's too humid. But I guess May or something like that. But like I said, it was just a throw-in. It was just something I wanted to like put in there. I can get 2 trips, and there's a ship out there. That's pretty sweet. It's pretty far out there, but I haven't been here in a really long time. But anyway, I'm going to Portland, and I'll have the Pancakes and Booze show again, and I get to see my parents. And my father's got some really new pieces that are really cool. Some new pieces that are really cool is what I meant to say. And he helped me in the show too, which I've shown with him a couple times, which is a real honor because all those years of my whole life, basically, you know, I didn't even do art, and he didn't show that much. So to be able to show together, it's like really crazy. Anyway, so this is kind of an update video, I guess, but update from Virginia Beach. I got a pretty cool room. There was a bunch of mishaps on the way over here. It was like pretty crazy. When I was at the airport, we went to there was like 2 flights. I actually set this up where I get really early, get here, and then it was like way too early to get here. I don't know. And then of course, like I said, the weather's not very good, so it's not very fun that way. I was hoping for sunnier. So you end up doing this whole thing. Well, why did I even go? But it was kind of, I don't know. And then I was at the airport and getting on the flight. The second flight to here, they're like, yeah, it's only half hour, so no big deal. Except it's bumpy. They describe it as bumpy. That was like one of the worst. Most of the flight was fine. Just right before you got to Virginia, it was. I looked at the weather like a couple days before, and I realized obviously it's gonna be rainy. That's not very fun. Instead of rescheduling or anything like that, like I don't even know how to do that really. So I thought, well, I'll just tough it out and go, because it's already set up, already paid for it and everything. But anyway, they're like, yeah, the flight's going to be a little bumpy. It was like one of the worst flights. I've been on a ton of flights. The only thing closest to it was this one time in a very small plane in the top of the state of New Mexico, near Farmington, New Mexico, where there's this problem with my mouth, unfortunately. Where you're by the mesas and you just go off the mesas and you're flying up there, and it was only like 6 people or something in this plane, and it was so, if you ever flown in a small plane, you know what I'm talking about. Basically, the heat level, the heat rises and the plane catches the heat or whatever, and then it like loses that and then you drop a little bit. That's how this was. It was like we're in a roller coaster, and yes, and we almost did. We did like a half, like, I don't know, a quarter, but like a 10% roll in this one part. I was like, oh my God, I wasn't going to get sick, but it was so bumpy. But before this, so like about to get on the flight, I'm like, I'm on vacation mode, so I'm like, forget it, man. I'm going to have, this is like lobster place. I was like, I'll have a picture of it probably. Hopefully I can edit a photo into here, because I couldn't find my camera too. I thought, oh man, my camera got left at the check-in. I had it when I checked in, when you go to check through the gates. So I was really worried about that, but I couldn't find it anywhere. So I'm like, oh, but I mean, I can buy another one, but this has been a really good one to me, and it's kind of like the first one I had where I actually really recorded vlogs. But yeah, so I'm like, and then there's all these, like, where I'm sitting there, I'm like, you know what, hey, saw this place, the seafood place, so I'm like, fish and chips. I'm gonna have fish and chips. That sounds really good. And they had what was it? Like Bloody Marys or something. Because I was like, well, I'm gonna have an alcoholic drink. What the hell? It's on vacation, Let's do some alcohol, drink some alcohol. And but I was like, I don't know what a crabby Bloody Mary. I've never really had a Bloody Mary. So, but a crabby Bloody Mary. I'm not sure if I'm into crabby Bloody Marys. But then they had margaritas, so I had a margarita. And which was like, it was at like 9 o'clock or something in the morning, so maybe that was too early. I don't know what that means. But anyway, so yeah, I had that. But then I noticed all these military guys standing in there, like lining up. Like, what's going on here? I'm like, oh, they're waiting for somebody to come off a plane. Like it's set up for the salute to one of the veterans or somebody, a group of veterans maybe. Turned out to be a group of different veterans different war veterans. And one guy was like 90, 92 years old or something. A lot of them are, up there, but anyway, I don't know what they were doing, because my father's in Vietnam, so, but there's a lot of veterans, but still, there was a group of veterans, and I'll show you if I get this clipped in there. I actually recorded it with my phone, because that's actually really awesome. So our flight was delayed a little bit, but that was a good reason for that, obviously, because everybody was clapping for these guys, and it was really cool to see this line. You'll see it if I actually put it in there with my phone footage. And that was really cool. then, but anyway, we got on this flight, and it was insane. Oh, the flight was insane. So I get over here, and of course, you know, the sun, it's not sunny. I knew it wasn't going to be sunny. Anyway, then I was walking around in the cold, met up with these dudes, and then, well, because I was looking for a bar to drink at, of course, because I'm on vacation mode again. And it's cold. There's not much to do. I was like, man, I was going to play my Xbox, which I haven't played today yet, because I might forget it. I was having a hard time even hooking that up. Anyway, this is just an update video. I smoked some cigars. Here's a cigar. It's pretty good. This dude from New York Tony is what I named him. I meet people in bars and just talk to him, and there was a group of golfing dudes there. They're really super fun, hang out with and talk to. They're kind of affluent people and hanging out. They're hanging out, and this guy's like 68, and he's like, hey, you want to go smoke with me? I'm like, I don't smoke, and I'll go out there with you, though. I know if people, friends of mine are smokers, so I'm always out there with them when they're smoking. And, of course, I'm drinking, and he's like, hey, I got a cigar. You want to smoke a cigar? I'm like, all right, well, a cigar is different, so what the hell, all right. So I got the cigar in the wind. It's windy and rainy, and it's like almost like torrential downpour. There was a roof, but it was coming at an angle, hitting us. And I couldn't even get this thing lighted because it was so, or lit. That's whatever way you say that grammarly wise. Because it was raining so hard and windy. And then there's this other guy, Ray, I think was his name. I don't remember now. And he rolls out there. He's got one of those like really hardcore lighters and lights it up. So he sat there and smoked cigars in the rain. And this dude was like pretty cool. So anyway, that's an update from Virginia Beach. Thank you for watching this. If you watch this, I'm going to try to do some videos from Portland. And I have 2 videos that I've done, I recorded, but there's a couple issues that I don't like, but I might just do it anyway, just so I have it documented, because I didn't want to sit there and record it a bunch of times. This is the second time I recorded this one, although it wasn't really, because I don't do off a script or nothing. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys later before it's not 15 minutes. Thank you for watching. If you like this at all, if you remotely like this, subscribe to the channel. And hit the bell, hit the like, hit the sub, of course, as usual, if you're watching this. And go out and see some art today. There's no art in this video today, but check out some art in 2018 and expand your mind. We'll expand our mind with the beach here. Just a little bit of beach footage.